Hello, Luke from Suitsme here. I'm going to give you a run through of a few different scenarios of how to finalize a session. So when you're in your confirmed session screen, after the time of the session has passed, you'll see it comes up with this needs finalization. Hopefully you don't have as many as I do. You will also get notifications from the app, as long as you've got them turned on, which tell you and prompt you you need to finalize some sessions in there. So I'll open a session, and so let's first start with just the most straightforward way. We go to complete session. Let's assume it went for the scheduled times as expected. Let's say I did transport the client in my car, went 15 Ks, and maybe I spent $10 on parking. Let's say I did travel from another session, so that means I came directly from supporting another client. So I traveled 20 Ks for that, and we worked on a goal of getting a companion card done. That's a fairly straightforward one. And then if I go for a different scenario, I might say, okay, I'll complete this session. Now this time, say I got there and actually I found that the client was drunk when I arrived. So I sort of said, oh look, there's probably not much point in me hanging around today. You don't seem like you're in the mood. I don't think we're going to achieve much if you've been drinking. So I'll just change that to say, this session went from 7 till 7:05. It was shorter than scheduled because of the client, and I'll just leave those blank. You could fill them out as we did in the previous, and we didn't work on a goal this time. All right. So another scenario, we'll complete the session. Similar situation, except this time I get a call and I need to leave early, some family emergency. We'll say that happened because of me. Now the distinction here is when we say the client, that means you'll get paid. When you say when we say the client, that means you'll get paid for the whole session. When you say it's because of you, you'll get paid for the time that you were actually there. And so we still worked on a goal this time, but it didn't go for the expected amount of time. So we'll say done. And then finally, we've got the option that a session didn't happen. So this could be if you rock up and a client just cancels at the door. So you hit didn't happen. Choose a reason. Might be what the client might give you a reason, or you might say I'm not sure. And once again, so if you're picking a client reason, that means that's a client cancellation, or what we would call a no-show. So if you pick any of these first three, you'll get paid. And if you say I couldn't make it, that's like you doing a no-show, in which case you won't get paid. We'd really like to hope we don't have too many of those. Like generally you should be giving the client a heads up. If it's that you can't make it, definitely send them a message, and it's great if you can also drop us an email to hi@, just to let us know. Make sure the client is aware, call the client if you need to. So anyway, I'll save that one, and that would finalize that one. So that's most of the scenarios of how you would finalize a shift. Thank you. See you next time.